What's up?
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one was played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44.
Look, we don't have great defense.
The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at the right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. No huddle here for the offense. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a chip. He's going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Kentucky's
Looks like we're going to have to pass.
time today. Going right to work up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball, close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Cole. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Ryan's big tight end. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Got it behind the line. It's Morgan. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to do a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now
I'm getting
going up, right,
fucking
David, on the
nervous.
defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stops.
I do tell him.
He'll do it himself. And he has a solid game.
Swear to
before the
God, we
defense bottles him
fucking.
up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down, and here they go again.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Yes, good job.
Jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback.
You guys
once you
want
get the
to make me
football,
know.
You hit them, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he'll
Finally!
Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Best. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll feel the punt and take it back. Returns like that away. Don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes, bounding over the top. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we've got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first.
Yeah. It's not that much.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it
Come on,
in the
Morgan.
end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Are you serious,
For
Morgan?
just 1 more yard, it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get it through.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the
We just can't do anything right now.
That failed field goal attempt, fellas. Still tie ball game. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw its best. And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13. A lot of work
Nice.
to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff them the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on, hats on.
All right, well,
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC is so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Now they'll run it to the line here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's best. He's got his man across the middle. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half. They'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Gamecocks will put it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed, they can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here.
Yeah, they finally got
to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw, it's best. pressure. A little too much. They get him at the 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Right on the money. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's same page for this big down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal attack on before the half.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Finds his tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
While he was putting up big numbers coming into this one, we knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
They hang in with us.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose.
But
There he goes.
that was an awesome play, y'all.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room, trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the
He is back.
back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's a reverse. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You're expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want
Good
to
defense.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated
Come
by
on,
the scheme. They're
man.
going to make it
You
really, really
got to
hard on this
take
quarterback in the
that
second half to throw
off.
any completions.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Get it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. Inside, touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 17 over Maryland. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will put this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good.
Let's see what happens, Rick.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. These guys having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You can see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
The give on the inside. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his fifth rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Best. Fears the pressure, looking for a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you gotta have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages?
It's time to bring our freshman.
We'll see as we start the fourth. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Here comes the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Safe completion on the screen. Smashes in with the stiff arm. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Look at that.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the single back. Gets away from one. He's got space.
Should that be a flag?
At the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's first and 10.
Move down 7. Nothing.
Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
He scored 42 on that.
Grab behind the line. It's quick. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Unloads quickly. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Best. Gets rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hunt. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. They'll go to the counter. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lead on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Nice.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient.
There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that push down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here we go, set. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.